So last year, I was asked to create a job search training for job seekers across North America that I shared at a large job fair. And you know what? I think it's time that I shared it on my YouTube channel. It was not recorded, so I am going to do the training live with you. Well, live, pre-recorded. Um, because I am hearing a lot about how the current job market is really weighing down on people, and people are getting burnt out in their job searches. And so I want to tackle this and talk about this so that you can still find that job that you really want, the one that excites you. So I'm going to share my screen. So stay tuned on the other side. We're going to talk about beyond burnout, how to stay confident and energized in your job search. I'll see you on the other side. Welcome. I hope everyone's doing well today. Let me know in the comments what you are looking for, what kind of job you're looking for. So you never know who we might be able to help or get help from in the comments. Also, I want you to let me know how long you have been searching for a job, because I know for a lot of people it feels like forever, and job searches in general feel like forever. So normally at this point, I would do like a hello. So I am Sara. I'm a certified career and leadership coach. Some of the things I don't always talk about is that I did recruit. I recruited for 15 long years. It was not my career, but I did it. And I also, my first career was in mental health counseling that I burnt out from. And I've been career coaching now. 2027 will actually be my ninth year of doing it. I've helped well over 700 now. People find their dream jobs where they work less, make more money, and finally feel happy and fulfilled doing work that they love. Um, some of the nitty gritty about me, because I don't always talk about this. I am a certified human resources leader. I'm a certified professional resume writer. I'm a certified career strategist. I'm a certified leadership coach. I believe that's it. Nope. See, some of these, I have not updated this, some of the dates. I am still going after my own career dreams. I'm an indie author of now 3 published romance novels, with hopefully 2 more to come this year. Okay, but enough about that. Let's talk about what we're learning today. We're learning about the job search roller coaster, why burnout happens in a job search. I want to talk to you about the sustainable job search, and then how to stay confident and how to manage your energy. So, if you watched my How to Set and Achieve Your 2026 Career Goal, and if you haven't, go, it's like a 25-minute in-depth training similar to this one. I'm not sharing a screen. I'm just sort of talking it through. But it is an excellent one. But in that, I talk about the 3 emotional phases of the job search. And this is really of any going after any goal. We have an excitement, we have fix it, and we have resigned. These happen at going after every goal. We will always feel like it's going to happen. We will always feel like it's not working. We will always feel like no one wants to hire us. So these are the normal phases of the job search. And we often find that we often beat ourselves up that if we're not in the excitement mode or all of it, or we sometimes will allow ourselves to dip our toe a little in the fix it. But if we get into the resigned, we think there's something wrong with us, that there's something wrong, that everyone else is so easy and we do not know. These are normal emotional phases of what you're going through. Now, why does burnout happen in a job search? So the job search is essentially all rejection and uncertainty. Like, that's just the unfortunate thing about it. Even a good job search gets rejected probably about 50% of the time. So that's like hard. A normal job search, you're getting rejected 30 to 50% of the time. So it is And sometimes even to get to that number, we need to go through a period of 100% rejection. Like it is no wonder that our emotions, our confidence, our energy, our excitement all takes a hit during the job search. Because riding that roller coaster, those three phases is exhausting. The rejection is exhausting. Also, the anxiety that kind of leads us to doom scrolling job boards looking for that new job is demoralizing. That constant checking of messages, like something's got to come in, like you're refreshing your email, checking your text, check daily checks on some of your applications on applicant tracking systems to see that not reviewed, still there. All of this has you questioning yourself. And those resigned thoughts of this is never going to work, no one wants me, like that has an impact on our emotional and mental health. And so obviously all of that can lead to burnout. So let me know in the comments if this is you, because I have a feeling that you are probably like the reason why you're watching this is probably because you're feeling a lot of this. And I want you to see that by that like button, by the views on this, by like the fact that it was at the job fair, it was one of the most attended sessions. Like this is something so many people are dealing with, and it is okay. Now, I do not want to stay stuck here though. I sometimes I can see on LinkedIn that people step into the river of misery or the pool, like the pool of suck. Sometimes I like to interchange the two. And we like to like stay there. We like to like bathe in the like horribleness of this. We bathe in that resigned thoughts because then it allows us to it's protecting our confidence, quite frankly. It's protecting our confidence. If this is not going to work, then when it doesn't work, you're like, well, I knew it wasn't going to work. I do not want us to stay there. I want us to acknowledge that it is okay that you're there. And I want to try and get you out of that river of misery, out of that pool of suck, because that's the only way that we're going to get you into that dream job. So, one of the ways we're going to do that is we're going to have a more sustainable job search. And I talk about two things when it comes to this. I talk about the success formula, and this is the real formula to like banishing burnout and getting offers. And then I talk about your job search strategy, how to actually find a great job without dying a slow death. So, the success formula. This is where we take mindset plus strategy plus actions to get results. This is something I came up with 2020-ish, in and around that time, as I started to see with my clients, when we really tackled all three of these things, then that's when we had the best results. Now, the mindset is managing that self-doubt, managing those negative thoughts. It's really about getting you out of that river of misery, pool of suck, because if we're thinking this is never going to work, we're going to take actions to prove that thought, and then it's never going to work. So we need to have a mindset of hope, of positivity. And this is not toxic. This is not trying to pretend the negative stuff isn't happening. This is trying to acknowledge that the negative stuff is happening, and we're going to find a way around it. We're going to find a way over it. We're not letting that hold us back. We are hopeful that it is possible for us to find a job, never like a great job, never mind just any job. And then we have the strategy. This is creating a job search. And this is why I'm going to talk about the job search strategy after this. A job search process that's sustainable and impactful. It's intentional. It's getting you the results that you want. And then we have the action. This is you actually taking action, because when you're in the resign phase, you generally don't. And so this is what I would see is people would be like, oh, I'm spending like 10 hours a day at my desk. But then when I have them actually looking at the actions, they're usually trying to learn new things, but not actually implementing any of those new things and spending time in that like river of misery of complaining, of finding evidence that they will never get hired, that everything is broken, they are broken, the job search is broken, like just staying in that mindset of like this is never going to work, this angry self-anger, anger directed at the recruitment process, anger directed at the world, like spending time in that and not actually taking actions to find that new amazing job. And this is realistic, effective job search habits. Okay, so let's talk about that job search strategy. I do not want you to treat your job search like a full-time job. Like, especially if you're working, but even if you're not working. No, we're not like I just described how horrible the job search is. Why would we spend 40 hours doing that? The maximum, if you are not working, is 20 hours a week. The maximum, if you are working, I generally say is about 5 hours a week. So we want to have a balanced approach to our lives, our jobs, if we have them, and to our job search. We also want a balanced approach to what we are doing in those hours. So if you're spending 20 hours a week, which is still a lot, that's 5 hours a day, like for 4 days, or 4 hours a day for 5 days. I want you to split that time between networking and job boards. So I want you to do some networking activities. I want you to do some job board activities. I do not want you to linger on job boards on LinkedIn, and I want you to set actual goals. I want you to like, and this is, I talk about this in the setting and achieving your 2026 career goals, is I don't want you to have a vague generalized goal of find a job ASAP. I want you to start setting weekly goals of I'm going to apply to 3 jobs this week and send two networking emails. Those things that we can say we have done and feel good about ourselves that we have done. Now, the other key to a successful job search is staying confident in it. Now, confidence is not about feeling good about yourself. It's about having your own back. And so I'm curious. I'm wondering if any of this sounds familiar, and let me know in the comments if this does. I'm too old, too young, too overweight. I have too much experience. I'm too junior. Or it's the fact that the recruitment process works against me. Or it's the fact that there's only ever a few jobs posted. Or it's the fact that there's too much competition. Or maybe you're thinking, I'm doing something wrong because I don't know what I want, or I'm not good at fill in the blank, or nothing I do seems to work. Now, these thoughts generally leave us feeling hopeless and dejected, worthless, confused, feelings that usually have you doing nothing but ruminating or struggling or information gathering, or like I said, staying in that river of misery with other people in there and maybe half-heartedly doing some things like hitting that easy apply 50 times thinking one of these has got to work. Like, no, if that's you, it's no wonder your confidence is suffering. So I want you to shift your mindset. I want you to try some of these thoughts out. I could tap into the hidden job market. I'm learning what I need to do right now. I'm going to find a way to stand out. Or there's a company out there that wants to hire me. When we work from these thoughts, new ideas come to us, new actions come to us, new approaches, but we also build this safety net so that when we fall, because you will fall in a job search, you will fall going after any goal, you can bounce up instead of landing splat on the ground. It allows your confidence isn't what makes you feel great. It's what gives you the strength to pick yourself up when you fall. And to do all of that, you need to believe it's possible. If any of those thoughts, you say there's a company out there that wants to hire me, and you have this like voice in your head that's like, ha, like the guy from The Simpsons, my son's going through a Simpsons phase. Or like, who are you kidding? No one wants to hire you. Then we know we have a belief problem. So I want to know on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, how much do you believe that this is possible for you? Because when we have that full commitment, we kind of remove the fear of failure because we know what's going to happen anyway. And then it opens up our minds to different things that we could do. We take massive action. And these are all things, again, that I talk about and how to set and achieve your goal. But let me know below, what is that number? What is the number, that first number that's coming to your head? And then I want to build your belief. I want you to start believing that it is possible and inevitable for this to happen to you. So I'm going to ask yourself, how is it possible for me to find an amazing job? And what are the things I can do next week to make that happen? Now, the other key when it comes to burnout in a job search is managing your energy, because I want you to avoid job search exhaustion. So I really do not want you to ignore these things. I want you to schedule joy in your life, things you love to do. If you are actively looking, I want you to be able to look back on this time as a hard time, but also a nice time. because you got to bake a cake in the middle of the day. You got to spend time with your kids or grandkids, or you got to go shopping when the mall was empty or the grocery stores are empty. You get to go for a hike. This is my favorite thing about hiking midweek is when the trails are empty. You get to do things you can't normally do. So that's extra joy. You get extra pleasure watching a movie in the middle of the afternoon. I want you to take time off from your job search. All of those things I just talked about were time off. I do not want you to be intentional so that when your brain starts bringing you, oh, I should be checking out that job board, you nudge it gently back. No, no, no. I'm watching this movie with my friends. I'm going to stay here. I want you to celebrate your wins, small, medium, and big. So small is you applied to 3 jobs and you sent 2 networking emails. Medium is you got an interview, and big, obviously, any offers that come through or getting to the final stage in an interview. I want you to avoid too much time on social media and job boards. Now, obviously, you're going to be on them. Like that's a part of the process, but you don't need to spend all your time on them. And I want you to be intentional about that time. And sleep. You really need to sleep during this time. Like that is so important. Okay, so some of the ways that I can help is this YouTube channel has probably more than 300 plus videos by now. Um, if you want help and direction into what one you can watch next, then let me know below. I have my 2 free downloads. Their links are below this in the description, the Find Your Dream Job Guide and the official Get Promoted Guide. Obviously, I have my one-on-one private coaching, my Happy and Hired program, and my Career Reinvention Lab. You can book a consult to discuss those and visit my website to find out more. And then I have the Find Work You Love course. It's a simple job search strategies, human-centric approach. This is where I took all of my overthinking about all of the things about the job search so that you don't have to do it. It is my 5 steps plus extras to landing that job you want, and all of the videos and resume templates and cover letter samples and networking email samples. It's all of that interview support, like literally everything that you would need in this job search. It's all in this course. And it's the most affordable way to get my specific help on your job search. So let me know. I'm curious. What are your thoughts? I'm going to stop sharing. What are your thoughts on this? Are you going to try? What are you going to try that next week? I really hope you get to spend some time enjoying a little bit this time so that we can recover from this job search burnout. Like it is possible. It could be difficult, but just because it's difficult doesn't mean it's possible. Just because something's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. You got this, and I'll see you next week with another training. Take care. Bye. If you liked this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss a single video. And join me in the Find Work You Love course. It is 8 years of expertise and knowledge, all curated into this course to help ensure that you find work you love, where you work less, make more money, and feel happy and fulfilled in your dream job, where you get to wake up every Monday morning excited instead of dreading your week to come. To grab the course, hit the link below. See you in there.